Yes, I feel sorry for you. Not for this one. Is Carmen Big Man Mangini. Not for him. I feel sorry for this one. And my guess today is yes. The man hasn't hit a gym since 1960, and I don't even think he was born yet. Beer drinking blank. The only time this man hits a gym is if it has beer inside it. Billy Blank, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, thank you. The name is annihilated.
I could have gave you beer lazy blank.
I was just like beer drinking Bill.
Now that's a good.
Just like beer drinking Bill. I think that was easy. Beer drinking Bill. I had to text Bub earlier. I was like, so what's the topic for the podcast? He's like, Elimination Chamber. I was like, oh yeah, that just happened. Yeah. You two both watch AEW too, so we'll do some talk about that. We have to get into that. I was saying. Yeah. We have to sidebar and talk about that. Yeah. That event. Yeah, I want to hear what you guys thought.
I did watch it. I thought the ending was stupid.
Oh, let's save Elimination Chamber. Save that.
All right, what do you think about the women? You know what? Let's talk about Women's Chamber. Then I want to talk about Raw last night, Carmen.
All right.
Not yet, but what do you think about the Women's Elimination Chamber match? Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss versus Bianca Belair versus Bayley versus Naomi versus Roxanne Perez. Now, before we start this, what do you think about Jade Cargill coming out and beating up Naomi? Carmen told me he thought it was Bianca Belair, but now they're going to try.
I thought it was going to be Bianca Belair was like framing her, but apparently no. Naomi admitted to it, so I guess that's the story they're going with. I think Bianca Belair would have been a better one. I think it would have set up a better match, but I ain't gonna question Triple H. Is Bianca saying she had nothing to do with it? Yeah, she was like questioning Naomi, and Naomi's trying to like say she did it for her and stuff like that.
Yo, but
she did it for The Rock. She did it for the people. Yeah, she's legitimately like admitted to it.
Aren't we getting sick and tired of Bianca Belair?
Yeah, I mean she's getting to be like Charlotte. Like it's just like, oh, come on. It's just the same thing. You gotta mix it up. You gotta reinvent yourself a little bit. I was really hoping Alexa Bliss would have taken the Elimination Chamber.
I kind of wanted anyone but Bianca Belair. Look, and I don't hate Bianca Belair. She just cries so much anymore.
Yeah, it's like becoming her.
Remember Friday and we were there, Carmen? Oh, that was so... my ears.
Yeah, she was just like screeching in the ring, her and Naomi. Oh, were you guys at SmackDown? Yeah, we went to SmackDown Friday night. Oh, I guess my invite got lost in the mail, I guess.
It did, long with your wanted to put up some cash.
They both put up cash.
You're right, I didn't either.
I actually didn't even realize it was in Philly. It was on the news, like, Raw's in Philly. I'm like, oh, shit.
Bill, remember the one time we went to Raw, Bill, and we had the picture of me hitting you with the RKO?
That's the first time we met. Good times.
And I said, where do we find this guy? He looks like an out of shape man, but he's really a man.
I was really out of shape at exactly that point.
Bill, at that point, do you ever look in the mirror and say, I gotta change myself?
Yeah. It's like right out of a movie. It's a little dramatic. Robbins movie. It's a little dramatic. Yeah, right. Dr. Phil.
Yo, Bill. Let's get to
avoid the mirror.
Let's get to the next match. What do you guys think about Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn? I thought this might have been the best match tonight, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great match. I mean, aside from like Elimination Chamber stuff, as far as a straight up match, I mean, that was probably one of the best matches they've done. Like, I mean, any of the PLEs in a while.
Now, what do you think about? Were you surprised Kevin Owens won? I was not.
No, not at all. I think they got this whole thing going. Like now they're building up something with him and Randy, so it's all stepping stone for Triple H's story.
Were you surprised when Orton came back?
No, I mean he'd been out for so long. He had to come back eventually. Like it seemed like a good time for it. Because he was about to drop him on the concrete.
And what's Di say?
Unhinged.
It's about friggin' time, Di.
Yup. No, it's right on time. It's WrestleMania season.
Carmen, someone needs to put duct tape on that loud mouth.
You asked.
Bub's in rare form tonight. I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
Bill, you make me in rare form, but you know who won't make Carmen in rare form? His buddy Danny.
Danny Short Arms?
Danny's the man. Dan the man.
Now, if there were betting odds, Carmen, what are the betting odds of Billy Blank making it to my games this weekend?
I don't know. I'm going to be there 9 and 11 Saturday, 9 on Sunday.
That 11 o'clock Saturday sounds pretty juicy.
I'm probably doing both games.
You're doing both games on what, Saturday?
Yeah.
Are you and Di coming with different cars, or how's that going to work? She has a hair appointment.
Oh, I'm going to see if she can come with Nikki. Then Nick will take her to the hair place.
How do you know about the hair appointment?
Because I talk to Di and Carmen all the time, Bill. I don't think you know how close I am with Di and Carmen. You just find this information when Carmen goes over his mother's house.
I do not know about the hair appointments.
Bob checks in daily, man. We talk.
What do you think about? Did you like Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Nia Jax and Casey LeRae?
Candice LeRae and Nia Jax.
Nia Jax and Casey LeRae, or Candy LeRae, whatever her name is.
They're Johnny Gargano's wife. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, it's like I call her Io Sky or Louise Sky. Louise Sky.
Louise Sky, absolutely. I mean,
Nia Jax.
It was what it was. It was getting Trish Stratus in front of the Canadian crowd, for a pop. The match wasn't all that much.
That's what I say.
It was what it was.
Best of all time, Trish Stratus.
How did that match end? I'm trying to remember.
It ended with Tiffany Stratton doing her moonsault, didn't it?
Yeah, and they won the match. The good guys won.
Do you think Tiffany beat Charlotte or no?
I hope she does. I mean, they're setting it up and it goes like Charlotte's unbeatable once again, so who knows?
Now let's go to the men's. Let's go to the men's elimination chamber.
Here we go.
Men's elimination chamber, one of the ground-shaking moments in wrestling history.
Let's see. We got John Cena versus CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre versus Logan Paul versus Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. Who were you shocked that John Cena won, big man?
I was not shocked. I didn't. Here's my early pick. Then I came up with a different storyline in my head to see how it was going to play out.
What was your storyline?
I'm not mad that John Cena won it.
Do you think John Cena walks out of Vegas as a 17th-time World Heavyweight Champion?
Yeah, I do. I think Cena's taking it, number 17, baby.
Or do you think Cody Rhodes says your time's over, old man?
I think he's going to try, but he ain't going to be able to take the stiff competition of John Cena and The Rock.
Yeah, but here's my prediction. I'm sure everyone would say, right? It's going to be a close match. The Rock comes back, and then a return of the Texas Rattlesnake Snake, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold. So, what did your heart do when John Cena turned evil?
Well, me and Di were sitting there watching it, and we're like, they're doing the whole thing in the ring, and Cody's doing it. And we just kind of looked at each other, and we're like, well, one of them has to go bad, right? And we were like, oh, man.
Were you jumping up for joy?
No, I was not jumping up for joy. I was sitting in a chair comfortably.
All right. Bill, who do you think walks out as WWE champion?
I think Cena wins.
You know what? You both are on the Cena wagon, so I got it. We all three can't take Cena, so I'll say Cody Rhodes retains.
The early Vegas betting odds says John Cena wins the belt.
There's actually a betting line on that?
Absolutely.
Are we going to have to erase our John Cena tribute pod?
No.
Why?
He betrayed us all.
He didn't betray me.
He didn't betray no one, dude. I like this John Cena character.
You guys have turned evil too?
I'm in. I'm Team Cena Rock.
Oh no, it's the greatest thing I've ever seen, but I'm heartbroken.
Bill, you know I like The Rock, dude. The Rock's funny as anything.
Did you see all the videos of all the kids watching? Kids were crying.
This kid's crying. That was great.
That's
See his face?
Yo,
See
what
his
a
evil
what a
face?
thing.
What do you-
Carmen, we got to get this out to Patrick. Carmen, what is Patrick about John Cena?
Patrick was a poser. He was never a Cena fan.
Oh.
Carmen, now I want you
Cena
to I
fan,
want I
you're
will
still a Cena
I
fan.
want you to say right in the mic. Tell Patrick you're taking his John Cena card.
Patrick, I've officially pulled your John Cena fan card. You're in the poser posse now, and you are no longer allowed to even root for John Cena for this whole entire comeback tour finale.
And that's his retire, so that's it. No longer. You can't even watch Peacemaker season 2.
He does not have the privilege of rooting for John Cena or watching Peacemaker season 2.
You know why? Because Patrick is a heel hater. Okay? Any of his favorite
Patrick's old school. Patrick likes the good guys.
Was he heartbroken? Like, what was his reaction?
I didn't get a live reaction, but we got it like a couple days later. And he's like, I don't like him anymore. He's bad.
Wow.
I've always stuck with Randy Orton.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. I read an article this week. It was the heel turn Mount Rushmore of wrestling. The 1 through 4. So number 4 was Shawn Michaels kicking Marty Jannetty through the window.
I was wondering if that counted as a heel turn or if that
Absolutely. Yeah, broke up the Rockers. They were huge. Number 3 was Seth Rollins taking the chair to Roman Reigns and breaking up his field.
Classic moment. Classic moment.
Number 2, the Hulkster joining NWO.
That might. Oof.
Becoming the 3rd member. And number 1 was, in fact, John Cena turning heel.
Kicking Cody where the sun don't shine.
Yo, Carmen, what do you...
Team Rock.
Carmen, you do know Raw's at 3 next week, right?
Yeah, I know. I'll just watch it later.
What do you think?
They're in another country?
They're in Belgium.
What do you think's going to happen next week when Cena comes out?
I don't know. They're both going to be there, so it should be pretty good.
I saw his press conference after the pay-per-view. He just dropped the microphone.
Yeah, it was great.
Do you think Cena gets booed?
I think some people boo. I think some people cheer.
I think you get the cheer.
Do you think he comes out to the same? Do you think he comes out to the same song?
I don't know. I'm waiting for some good heel John Cena merchandise. They put a shirt out with Travis Scott, but it's like a $60 T-shirt. Like, I ain't buying that shit.
I read that Travis Scott legitimately punched Cody.
He did. He ruptured his eardrum.
That is fucking crazy.
If you watch Raw last night, when Cody Rhodes comes out, after his fireworks go off, he pulls an earplug out of his ear and throws it away.
Wow.
Yeah, and he covered it up. He covered it up at SmackDown too.
Can you repair that? I mean, you could.
Eventually it heals, but I mean, it's just fucked up that they let him do that. Like, that's crazy.
He did it on purpose.
Yeah, he punched him in the side of the head a couple times.
He just thought it was real. He just seems. He seems confused.
Yeah, well, I can definitely see that.
He kept putting. It was very weird that he was part of that segment.
Yeah, but apparently he has a clothing line called Cactus Jack. And they teamed up with WWE to make it says wrestling is real, and then on the back it's Rock, Cena, and Travis Scott. But it's like $60 for a T-shirt. Screw that.
Are you gonna buy some heel merchandise?
I'm hoping for some good heel John Cena merch, and I'm buying it. Yes.
Maybe watch this. Maybe you and Patrick can split it.
Patrick ain't allowed to have nothing, so it doesn't matter. I'll buy Patrick like a New Day shirt or something. I don't know.
What if Patrick comes out? What if you see Patrick and he has a John Cena shirt?
I'm gonna rip it right off.
Now, Bill, let's get in AEW.
Oh, you want to go down this road?
Tell me about the pay-per-view, boys. How was it?
I thought it was.
All right. We're a wrestling pod, so we cover all the wrestling. We cover everything.
You go first, Bill.
I thought it was a nightmare.
Did you like it, Bill?
I did not. Bob.
I mean, Bill, I won't go a nightmare. I thought it was okay. I mean, they had a lot of blood, but a couple.
What is up with all the blood?
That's their thing.
We're watching with our friend Scott.
Carmen, do you like a lot of blood or no?
I mean, I like blood when it's part of the story. I don't like blood just for the sake of blood. Like, I saw clips of the Tony Storm match, and it was just gruesome. It was disturbing. Yeah, like, it was just that bad. Like, it was just like, I think like they probably had to go back and get blood after the match. Like, it was crazy.
What did they use? Did they use the razors, or how did they cut themselves open that bad?
I don't know. I don't know what they did.
I think they cut. Well, my buddy was like, "Why is there so much blood?"
Talking about it. AEW stole something from WWE, the poker chip.
Yeah.
Now the poker, is that with the Christian with the Money in the Bank situation?
Yeah, it's basically Money in the Bank. Yeah.
Carmen, did you watch this on YouTube, or did you watch any?
I read about it the next day, and basically what I heard was.
Oh yeah, let's hear what did you hear?
Basically, I heard that like between Edge or Cope, whatever you want to call them, and Moxley, they both refused to lose to the other guy, so they threw this whole Christian angle in.
Is that what the true story is?
That's what I heard. Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean they both didn't want to lose?
Edge wouldn't lose to Moxley. Moxley wouldn't lose to Edge. So how are they going to end the match? So they had this goofy shit with Christian with his poker chip, and he came in and he lost the match.
You mean
someone cashing in Money in the Bank before the match is over?
Yeah.
And then getting in when he could get attacked by either person. It was
it doesn't even make sense.
You mean are you talking? Wait, are you talking about they told the script writers they weren't going to lose?
Yeah, from what I understand, neither guy would agree to lose.
It is like some inside baseball type stuff right here.
Yeah.
Well,
that is what I read.
Well, ain't that part of the don't you have to lose if someone tells you to lose?
Well, it's in your contract. Tony Khan lets them do whatever they want, apparently. So neither one had to lose.
So if it was Triple H, what would he have done?
I'm sure he had one of them lose.
Oh, I thought you meant the wrestler Triple H. He would have figured out a way to win. He would have figured out a way to win. Exactly.
Triple H would have beat both of them.
In my defense, it makes more sense in that storyline that Moxie win. Edge is like 50.
Oh, then why build it up then? If it was such a shit match, why build it up like it was the be-all, end-all, and Edge even had a shot?
My buddy Andrew said that Edge has something in his contract that no one's allowed to pin him.
I don't know if that's no one, but I think him and Moxley both have where they can pretty much call their shots.
Yeah, I think doesn't that everyone kind of writes their own stuff. That's like, hey, we're not like WWE. We write our own stuff.
Yeah, and that's what happened. Yeah, but the main event for the world title was shit.
And I hate to say it, it was JR and Taz, and they both sound very elderly.
Oh yeah, well JR he needs to give it up.
JR doesn't know what planet he's on.
And Taz was never that great of. I love Taz as a wrestler. He was never that great of a commentator guy. Yeah, but and to have to be a big part of it now, that's just not good.
And he doesn't start yelling stupid shit anymore. He just kind of tries to actually announce, and
he's trying to be official.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, when JR was straight, and you had Taz could be the color guy or the bad guy, whatever you want to. Then it was kind of funny. You could play off each other. But JR can't do anything off the cuff anymore. No. So you have to have two straight men.
During the women's match, he's and it can be a great match regardless of the gender.
Yeah.
Oh boy, they only bring him out for 1 or 2 matches.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before, where neither wrestler wanted to lose.
Yeah, that sounds like some HBK, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that's some stuff from back in the day. That's why Stone Cold left. He wouldn't lose to Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, he refused because he was going to lose to Brock Lesnar on Monday Night Raw or something, right?
So he left. Yeah, he walked out.
Which, by the way, would have been shitty.
Yeah. That's why Naomi and Sasha Banks quit. They were going to have to drop the belts, and they wouldn't do it.
Well, they always say Stone Cold packed up his bags and left.
Yeah, and that's what he did.
At some point in your career, you're getting paid. If they tell you to lose, just lose.
Well, it depends on the deal Tony Khan gives them. If he offers them the deal where they can be like, no, I'm not going to lose, they're going to take it.
Yeah.
Would Vince?
Think about, like, The Rock. In The Rock's prime wrestling, he lost constantly.
Yeah.
He usually would lose to Stone Cold at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Stone Cold always won out in the end.
But you don't think back to, like, their win-loss record. I guess some people do.
I guess some people have, it's like a vanity plate. They, like Moxley thinks he's this big deal there. Cope thinks he's this big deal there. They want to look unstoppable. And the more they wrestle in AEW, though, I think the crappier they look.
Oh, here's another one. Remember Hogan out of nowhere refused to lose to Sting, or Eric Bischoff changed the storyline?
Yeah.
It is vanity. It's crazy.
That's all it is. I mean, really.
I heard Eric Bischoff tell the story. Sting showed up and he just didn't seem right. It didn't seem right. Very, very strange.
How was the MJF Hangman Adam Page match?
That match was good. I think MJF got cut by accident. So the blood began early. It was the first match of the night. And then
it was like a crotch shot to the head to knock him over.
Yeah, that was pretty good. MJF's good.
MJF is good. It's a shame he's in AEW.
I can't believe WWE didn't get that bag and put the dollar sign on it.
I'm sure they did, but I'm sure Tony Khan probably even offered more.
He said he watched the John Cena, the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
He said he loved it. He said it's annoying to him when wrestlers pretend they don't watch the other wrestling federations.
Yeah. And I like MJF. He's probably AEW's best AEW wrestler. Definitely. Like anybody else that's decent, anymore is either WWE or came over from New Japan.
And we didn't even see Jericho. Jericho was on the pre-show.
Yeah, he's on his way out.
I don't know what's going on with that guy.
Yeah, he needs to hang it up. He needs to retire.
The AEW game, they made Jericho so fat. It's almost mean.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you pick Jericho, he's huge. Oh boy.
Hey, here's a question I want to ask you, Bill. Are you getting the new WWE game? Here we go.
Me and Swaley are actually both talking about getting it.
Bill, I want to play you, Bill, so get it so I can pound your head into the ground in the game.
I feel like you're like a veteran. You played all the wrestling games.
It doesn't matter, Bill. Get the game.
All right, I'm going to whoop you. I'm a natural gamer.
He already has it. He's good to go.
Roman Reigns.
Oh, who are you going to play as?
No, I was just saying, is Roman Reigns on the cover?
Yeah, who are you going to play as?
There's 3 different covers.
Oh, yeah, they love doing that now.
Yeah.
People will buy 3.
Yeah, exactly. People buy all 3 covers. Oh, who do you play as?
I was playing with Braun Breaker earlier.
Okay, you'll do a create your own wrestler?
Yeah, I did it for the Rise. I created a UFC fighter that transformed over.
I couldn't figure out Rise mode in 24. It was weird.
Yeah, I can't even play video games anymore. They're too complex.
They actually are. I hit that point.
I feel like Yestercade or one of them kind of plays around games from the early 90s and older, and then I can play stuff.
The worst thing is if you like a game, you're like, oh, when's the sequel coming out? It's like a Marvel movie. It's like, oh, it's coming out in 2033.
I think the last video game I tried to play when it was new was actually 007 GoldenEye.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was there's someone you crawl on the ground and sneak and choke the guy. Don't use a gun. I'm like, come on, get out of here.
Bill.
Yeah.
Doom, they never said that in Doom. Doom,
exactly. Doom was probably the last game that I enjoyed playing that was newer.
You are not alone.
Bill, I was practicing hitting people with the spear today because I'm like, that's what I was picturing, and I was picturing they were you.
Well, did you do the double rope bounce? Does he do where he's going 90 miles an hour?
I don't know. I was doing it in the corner.
Wait, I want to ask the question everyone wants to know. Who are you practicing on?
Me? I was playing Roman Reigns. Why?
You were practicing on the video game.
Yeah.
I thought you meant you were trying to spear people.
Yeah.
Like you, Bub Corsetti, were trying to spear, anybody.
What was the other match? Oh,
I can Carmen, I can spear somebody. It's not that hard.
Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever you say.
You got to jump in the air a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta dive at them.
I can
Who's
dive.
your best spear? Who has the best spear, Bob, in wrestling?
I think Breaker has it.
Wow, it is an intense looking spear.
Yeah, when he starts running them ropes, it's crazy.
Dude, Roman Reigns has a good spear, but I think Braun Breaker has the best spear in WWE. Carmen, who do you think?
No, I agree, actually. Braun Breaker, when he starts running them ropes and he goes into it, like, it's savage looking. It looks like someone's going to die.
It's funny because I used to think Goldberg looked savage, and it turned out it was. He was hurting people on, like, a consistent.
Yeah. He didn't know how to
Braun Breaker reminds Braun Breaker reminds me of a young Goldberg when Goldberg used to kill people, literally.
And he just had that. He does have that scary.
I'm not talking about an old washed up Goldberg. I'm talking about Goldberg when he first entered into the company.
Braun Breaker is so much better of a wrestler than Goldberg ever was.
That is for sure. But Goldberg was. I did watch Goldberg matches. I hate to admit it. Back in the old days, I would switch over.
You could watch them, but I mean,
they were 30 seconds long. So you did.
Yeah, like how long from the jackhammer and spear guy, and the match is over.
Randomly, he would do like I think he had like an okay match with DDP.
Yeah. If the other wrestler could carry him.
Exactly.
Like all the crap they used to say about John Cena and the 5 moves of doom, Goldberg had 2. Yeah. Jackknife and spear.
Yo, what do you think about the Raw from last night, the ending?
I don't know. The ending was good, man. I liked it that Rollins won. I like seeing Rollins win. And then Roman Reigns came out. He's going to try to curb stomp him to death right on the steps like he got it. They stopped him, so they did a big 3-way match for WrestleMania. I think it's going to be a good match.
Who do you think wins?
Is it going to be the 3 triple threat, the 3 of them?
Yep, it's going to be Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk.
Who do you think wins?
I'm going for CM Punk.
I can tell you right now, it's going to be the best match of the weekend.
Yeah. I'd like to see Seth Rollins win, but I think CM Punk will win.
I'm going with Roman Reigns. I don't know, man. It depends.
I hope they don't get loosey-goosey and make it a fatal 4-way.
I think it's them 3. I think that's it.
Mick Foley gets added or something.
Yeah, right. Also at the very end, mankind comes in.
Do you think Paul Heyman? Do you think Paul Heyman turns?
I don't know. That was the. I mean, he's in the ring hugging, CM Punk. Roman looked pissed.
I heard people weren't super pleased with CM Punk's promo that he gave. It was a little hard on The Rock and Cena.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
So, CM Punk's not on television for the next 2 weeks. Is it because he said too much about The Rock?
No.
I love that. I read basically like tabloids.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all the fun stuff to read.
There's so many wrestling like YouTube channels that make stuff on a daily basis, so they have to just. It's like sports radio. They have to just make stuff up.
Yeah, exactly. Just like literally just make up headlines.
Sometimes they take on.
Hey, Carmen, Io Sky was telling Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley, stop disrespecting her.
Yeah, that's going to be a 3-way match now. Just wait for it.
Who do you think wins that match?
Personally, I'd like to see Rhea Ripley win.
I've heard people say they don't like triple threat matches, but what do you like triple threat match, right?
I love them. Well, let me put it this way: it depends who's in the triple threat. Like,
yeah, it depends on the match.
Like Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. I can't wait for that match.
Yeah, that should be a great match.
Like Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley. It should be a good match, but I won't love that match because Io Sky. I mean, Bianca Belair is annoying, and Io Sky. I actually like Io Sky a little bit. I think she's talented, but I hope Rhea Ripley wins the belt back.
Yeah, I think Io Sky winning the belt was like when Bryan Daniels won the belt. Like it was like, oh, the little guy won the belt. He's a champion.
Yes.
It's like, come on.
That's why she won the belt, so they make it a triple threat.
Is he still with AEW? He wasn't on the pay-per-view.
Who's that?
Daniel Bryan.
He's like semi-retired now. Like I think he has like a handful of appearances he'll make. Like he's allowed to go over to Japan if he wants. Like he has nothing mandatory. I don't think.
Do you think he'll win
a shocker? Oh, did you know Bobby Lashley was with AEW?
Yes, Bill.
It's the whole freaking Hurt Locker went.
When did the MVP's there?
Yeah, they're called the Hurt Syndicate, just like the Hurt Locker in WWE.
It's turned into WCW.
It's MVP, Bobby Lashley, and freaking what's his name?
Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin.
You know what's weird? They chant AEW, like the old ECW chant.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
But like, it's not. You're basically stealing someone else's chant.
Wait, what are they trying to do? Bill, what are they trying to do?
You know they do the AEW.
Yeah.
That's what they used to do back in the old ECW. They do ECW. It's just the same chant, basically. They just changed the letter.
Bill, everything they do, they take from WWE, dude.
And they just cheer. They sing Edge's song. Like, that's Edge's song from WWE that everyone is singing.
I'm sorry, it's Coke's song now.
We should do a whole AEW pod. We just tear it to shreds.
Bill, I know Edge is your favorite of all time, right? Or is it The Undertaker?
He's in the top something. He's up
But
there.
I can tell you something, dude. Your boy needs to hang him up.
Yes, he does.
He's just his career's just washing down the drain now. Carmen, you agree?
Yeah, he's just tarnishing his legacy.
A little bit. I actually felt like that.
Like, you look at guys like John Cena, who people say John Cena looks bad. John Cena looks so much better than Edge. And he doesn't even look that bad. He looks old, but he still wrestles a whole lot better than Edge.
He's just getting killed because he has that bald spot up top.
Yeah, he still looks like a beast.
Yeah, like it looks like taking all their old guy. It looks like Randy Orton can wrestle. Randy Orton can wrestle for another 5 years if he wanted to.
Yeah, he does look fucked.
Well, he only wrestles like 2 or 3 months out of the year, so that works.
It does work, you know?
Yes.
He'll wrestle WrestleMania, then after WrestleMania he'll take, 2 months off?
2 or 3 months, come back for SummerSlam.
Get hurt again.
I like how Triple H is like, I'm not Vince. Everyone can take off whenever they want.
Yeah. Here's what we got to do, though. Listen, that was a good idea, Bill. What do they have? 2 AEW shows during the week?
Yeah.
They might like Rampage and something else.
We sit and watch it all. We watch the whole week's content.
Yeah, like we watch the whole week. And we talk about AEW.
That would be great.
Totally open-minded.
Just 1 week, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like totally open-minded. Like don't just be ready to trash it. Be honest. Like whatever, if they have good matches, we'll call them good. If they have, crap matches, if that goofy referee's jumping in and out of the ring, we'll talk about that.
Oh, she was there. She was there at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, she was the one for the ladies match, wasn't she?
Yeah, she is so ridiculous.
I saw a couple shots for her making like crazy gestures about the blood and everything.
Yo, Bill, that match was gruesome.
The end of the story that I had missed the whole beginning of.
Yeah.
Tony Storm and
IMA.
Yep. Andrew was excited. He loves the women's wrestling. There's fans.
AEW's women's are so bad.
Yeah, and Tony Schiavone said, but the AEW women's is the best it's been since we started.
It may be, but it's still not good.
Yeah, like you had one woman, I think, when you first. It's just like WCW. It's so much like WCW. It's crazy.
When they first started, their champion was a transition, a trans. It was a lady who used to be a guy.
I have no comment.
Yeah, that was like their women's champion for a while. It was a full dude.
Producer Bang.
Also, no comment.
I mean, look, I'll tell it like it is. And I'm not saying good or bad. I'm just saying that one of their first champions used to be a dude.
Huh?
Yeah.
Bill's at a loss.
I don't want to get canceled.
No comment, Bill. Bill, AEW's not even in the same book as WWE.
It really is not. Maybe they had a nice little run at first because it was a new thing.
It was new.
It's good to have competition. but
And
like,
Vin,
it doesn't feel like competition.
Bill, and plus we also had Vince in charge. Vince kept throwing out the same stale content every week at that point.
That is true.
Yeah, that's true.
I will say I went and watched the last AEW pay-per-view I watched. I actually thought was good. PLE. I always call it pay-per-view because I'm elderly.
Well, AEW still is pay-per-view.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. And that one was good. The one that Daniel Bryan won at the end. But I think that was like their WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah, that was the All In or whatever. The one they do in Vegas.
It was like a 7 or an 8. It was fun.
I think that's their big show.
Bill, question is, did you start back at work yet?
Bob, I'm sorry to say I did.
Mm-hmm. So
you'll love this, Bob. I worked 3 days and I pulled my back out.
Maybe if you hit the gym, that wouldn't have happened.
I'll tell you what is vital. I agree. And what also is vital is to stretch when you wake up.
Definitely.
Before you go lift up chairs. Like, I can lift chairs. I do it all the time.
The older you get, the more stretching you need.
I gotta buy a back brace. I gotta realize my limitations.
You're
I'm
not.
surprised you don't have one.
I should, but they look cool.
So wait, Bill. Bill, you still got to lift chairs with a pulled back?
I figured if John listens to this, he'll know. If you pull your back, there's a way to lift chairs, but you only use your legs, which I think is what you're supposed to do anyway.
Did you just use your back?
100% back. No,
Bill, you're supposed to bend down like you're doing a deadlift,
that's always funny.
You're supposed to bend down like you're doing a deadlift and then pull and then bend up with it.
Yeah, your power zone. Now we're getting medical advice.
Look at this, medical advice, workout advice.
Oh, jeez.
We're totally good to give that out. We should be giving that out.
All right, now, Carmen, let's bring in a little Rampage talk. You ready?
Okay.
Well, how do you think, Bill?
The Cherry Hill Rampage, the basketball team.
So, Bill. Carmen.
I thought it sounded like an AEW event.
Well, there is. That's AEW Rampage. There is a show. I just knew what he meant.
So, Carmen, this week we played.
Our best pod ever.
So, Carmen, you say that every time, Bill. Shut up! So this week, Carmen, game 1, we play the BCCD Pioneers. How you thinking?
I'm not familiar with the Pioneers. I don't think I've seen them play. So I really don't know. I'm going to say there's no reason I don't think a healthy Bub and the Rampage squad can take any team in their division, though.
How about at 11-10 where we take on Warrior C?
Warrior C, Warriors are a storied franchise. Not very familiar with Warrior C as much, but I'm sure they're a decent team. But again, I have to say, Rampage, healthy Bub, Danny Shortarms hyped up, ready to go. We win. It's a win.
And then we take on the third game. The third game we have met before. My cousin calls them. Are you ready to climb the mountain of Matumbo? Last time I played this guy, he blocked me 8 times.
Oh, man. Well, you got to dish the ball then. I mean, you just got to use Danny more as your pivot.
8?
You dish it to Danny. He's going to run at Danny, and he bounces it right back to you, and you take the open shot.
What if I miss it?
Well, then you stink, and Danny takes the ball.
What'd you say?
I'm glad I wasn't at the 8. I'm glad I missed the 8 block game. I'm glad I went to the Bub, dropping dimes, bringing the ball up.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You were at that game.
Yeah, but I wasn't at the 8 block.
Yeah, you were.
You got blocked. Wait, what?
I got blocked like 5 times. Remember we were up 15-3?
I don't remember 8 blocks. That sounds
like the second half. I wouldn't say 8 blocks.
Remember that big black guy with the goggles?
But that was second half play.
Well, that's what I was going to tell you about. I was like, that's the issue when us white guys play basketball. There's certain limitations. There's certain limitations. We're gonna get canceled. Damn it.
Yeah, probably.
Damn it.
Just won't breaking through.
Hey, Carmen, if I had Billy Blank on my team, you like our chances?
No.
What if he was down low getting rebounds, showing us how he can do it?
That's what you need.
That would be
putting the output out, getting them boards.
I'm telling you right now, you guys, it's a higher level than I went in. Now, you guys, it was the real deal.
Maybe you should come to Sunday, Bill, and watch me play Matumbo.
See, I do just love watching basketball. But 9 a.m. What was everyone got an early lunch?
Bill,
Sheesh.
if you don't get your ass at 9 a.m.
Yeah, there's 10 divisions, and they're all playing 3 games. You know, they play 5-6 games.
I remember in grade school.
Am I gonna punch my ticket to Wildwood?
I like our chances. I like our chances ahead in the Wildwood. I do.
What is required? What do you get to win? How many do you have to win?
You at least gotta win. You at least gotta win 2. Well, I guess you could go at 1 and 2, but we don't want to take that chance.
No, there's 4 teams in the division. Top 2 teams go. It's like Olympic pool play. You got 4 teams in the pool, and the 2 top finishers move on.
Wow. So where is he at standings wise now?
It's all about the regionals this weekend. There are no standings that go. You under the regional blank, and it all starts.
Oh, okay. It's like
So Bill, my team we could have lost every game in the regular season. Does not matter.
Yeah.
This week, well, you don't want to lose every game in the season, but this game.
No, you want to play well. Yeah, it's all about the regionals.
It's all about the regionals right here. Once the ref goes like this, black going that way, white going that way, throws up the ball. Let's start it, gentlemen.
That's it. If you're one of those dozens of fans out there that listen to this early on, if you're maybe watching live right now, you come to the Riverwinds this Saturday and Sunday, Special Olympics regionals, South Division, crazy basketball. Watch it all day.
And don't forget, if you're one of the millions that are coming back years later to see what we were like when we first started, you missed it. You missed it.
You're going to wish you were able to see it.
Peter's team's in division.
We would have take a picture with you. We would have signed an autograph for you.
Yo, Carmen, what do you think about? What do you think? Carmen, what do you think about? What do you?
$50 for at least an autograph.
What do you think about Peter's team being in Division 2?
I think Peter's team is a Division 2 team. Let me see real quick. I'm just going to jump over while you guys are talking and check to see who's actually in the division. Let's see who else is in Division 2.
Oh, that guy did not block you 8 times. Don't listen to them, the haters.
At least 5.
So there's only 2 Division 1 teams. That makes sense because really they are the 2 best teams. Like nobody's going to mess with them. USA is just a monster.
Well, there is Thunder, but Thunder.
They look like an NBA team.
Yeah.
Well, there is Thunder.
I want credentials checked.
Well, Bill, did you ever see Warriors A play?
He did. They were playing after your game.
It looks like a legitimately good high school team.
Yeah, they moved the ball.
Not a high school team, like a legitimately good college team.
Division 2 is you got the Cherry Hill Chaos, Peter and Jake's team. You got the Bankbridge Hoopsters, as I remember, a pretty decent team. Warriors B, also a pretty good team. How's Yale Northfield? Is that Yale Gold?
Yale Northfield beat Peter's team 2 weeks ago, 48-33.
Wow.
Why don't they just pick different team names? Why do they have Warriors A, Warriors B? What's going on?
Warriors is like the franchise.
Oh boy. Are they all in the same? Are they all like friends?
Well, they're all from the same organization.
Okay. So it actually is like a franchise.
Yeah.
Do they have tryouts for the A, B, and C?
Oh yeah, they probably do.
Wow. It's pretty hardcore.
A is a solid squad. They're good.
It was fun to watch. They're
that's high level basketball.
I
don't know. I think Division 2 is up in the air. I don't think there's any clear winners. If Yale handled them that well, I think Yale's probably one of the front runners.
Well, again, but Steve told me Kyle did hurt his knee. Their big man, Peter's team.
Okay.
And it was
badly.
he's playing this week. He was sitting down because his knee was bothering him. So I don't know.
All right, so now we know what we have to do going into the game, Bub.
He's on the chaos?
Yeah, he's the big dude.
Yeah.
Producer Di, should Bub take out his knee?
He's not playing him.
I'm playing against him.
We'll have to do something behind the scenes, maybe? Maybe we have to get involved.
I'm not playing him.
He's gonna get the Tanya Harding treatment.
Carmen, does he listen?
No, it doesn't matter.
Bill, I'm not playing Kyle.
I hear you, but
It doesn't matter. He's going down this Tanya Harding abuse angle. That's fine. You never know.
I got lost in the bit, Bub. I couldn't even hear. I blacked out. I couldn't even hear anything.
You're like
they got somebody from Warrior C.
You're like Cody Rhodes with a popped eardrum.
Yeah, exactly. Travis Scott hit me. He hit me for real.
Yeah, right. He hit you too hard.
Let's get us to Wildwood, man. Let's get it.
Yeah. Wildwood, kick some ass.
Hey, Bill, if I make Wildwood, you coming?
Yeah, and I'm coming to both these games this weekend. You kind of got me hyped up about it.
Bill.
You're going to Wildwood, you get some sweet Special Olympics merchandise.
Oh, yeah, man, for that.
Yeah, his T-shirts, you got shorts, hats.
So I got to go to this game?
Outside selling Bub T-shirts.
What's that?
We got to give up. I'm going to have to wake up at 8 a.m., Bob, Saturday, and go watch this game. You better be. I want to see the Bub Mamba out there.
Or you can just, or if 9's too early, you can just go to 11 o'clock.
I don't want to know games.
Yeah, I don't want to miss one and go to the second one.
He wants to make sure he sees you fresh.
God, shit, I'm
exactly.
not.
You gotta save your energy knowing you got a game in 2 hours. You gotta be careful about that.
Well, the good news is we're playing the Pioneers. If there's big, like I said, the black guys with the afros don't show up, I might be able to save my energy depending on who shows on the court for the other team.
Yeah, if they're missing, like they're the two best guys. So if they're not.
How many subs? You only have 2 subs.
I might put this podcast out till after Saturday, so no one else on the other team knows my secrets.
Oh, keep it
On a Wayne Simmons.
Don't you only have 2 subs on your team though?
Yeah, in a way.
Like, how much your full squad?
That's just poor kind of guy.
He really does.
Bill, I'm about to hit you with a...
This is our greatest podcast we've ever done.
Best one ever.
Bill, at the end of the day, Bill, you got to play every team in your division. The top 2 go on. The last 2 seasons will come to an end.
Did your coach talk to you about you not playing the second half of the 9 o'clock game?
What'd you say?
Are you going to be, like, trying to hit the bench during the second half? Hopefully you're up enough.
Well, I do like what they did that game the last game we came to, where they pulled you out like a minute or 2 to go in the first half, and then just sat you out that and like the whole halftime and everything.
That's
like a good long break.
Bill, I have a
with Iverson.
I have a solution. I have a solution for this problem. I'm going to play 16 minutes to start the game. Not 16, sorry. I'm going to play from start of the game 16 minutes. I'll play from 16 to the 11th minute. Then Coach Steve is going to pull me.
Okay, so you guys did talk about this.
So from 11 to 8, I'll sit for 3 minutes. Then I'll go back in and play the rest of the half.
Perfect.
We're going to give you like 8 to 3.
I knew you're
What'd you say?
a sharp guy. I knew you guys had a plan.
What'd you say?
So even if you come back in at 8, play 8 to 3, and then if we're doing okay, then it's like up in the air. If you have a decent lead at that point, pull you at the 2 or 3 minute mark, sit you through the half, and then bring you back in the second half.
Oh well, I'll probably come out. I want to come out early, just in the first half. Just it's my call, Justin. And go back in the 8 minutes, and then if I'm dominating and we're up, maybe he'll take me out for 3 minutes. I don't know.
And hopefully you're up enough that you can rest at the end of the second half.
Yeah, hopefully your team's doing all right. Danny goes in and just dominates.
Even Kobe has to hit the bench when they're.
Well, the good news is that I think people are going to be double coverage made. Do you think so, or you don't know?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not familiar with a couple of these teams, so I'm not sure. But I definitely think it's probably going to happen at least part of the game. Yeah.
You're basically the point guard. You're going to get hit by double teams a lot.
So what happens?
I'll just drive right past them.
That means somebody's open.
Yeah. Danny's waiting.
Danny's not. I'm not giving the ball to Danny.
Try and get people cut.
Well, guess what? That's where you're going to screw up.
I'm kidding. I'll give the ball to Danny.
And you with the rebounds. Woo!
Bill, am I gonna see you on Sunday and Saturday?
Saturday, Sunday, baby. I'm getting season tickets.
You're coming to every game?
Yeah.
From here on out.
Bill, Carmen, you heard him.
Yeah.
Who was your buddy that was next to me at the game? He was the friendliest guy I think I've ever met in my life.
Duke?
All right, that kid was on a different team.
No, so like the older guy.
Oh,
he talks to Bub on the phone. Remember we were talking to him?
Duke.
Oh, what's his name? Butch and who's the other guy?
No, it was Duke, wasn't it?
Duke.
Dude, that was it.
Duke and Butch.
Duke, no.
He's the friendliest person I think
It wasn't Butch, it was Duke.
He was a really nice guy.
It was Duke and Charlie or some of that.
Charlie, that's it.
He shook my hand at me. I'm like, hey, Ray, how you?
Yeah, no,
I forgot people like say hello and like shake hands. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, right. Actual, like, you know.
He's like, what's your name? I almost forgot what my name was. I got nervous. It's Bill, I think. He said Bub calls him. They got your phone. You have a whole phone routine they were talking about, Bub.
Oh yeah.
And he always calls me at the worst times, and he does not take it well.
No,
I don't answer.
Bill,
He does not.
let me explain something to you, Bill. You sit in your room all day. What are you possibly doing besides work? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I love your visual of what I'm up to.
Yeah, I can see it right now. Nan, give me some more chicken fingers. Sure thing, Bill.
Demanding food. Yelling at Nan to give me food.
Where's my beer, Nan?
Usually yelling at Nan to stop offering me food, for the love of God.
Why? She's gonna make you into a fat guy?
Yeah, she's trying.
Why? When you're home with Bill, when you're home with Nan, how's it go? Where does she watch TV with you?
Oh my God, we watch TV. We love the Rifleman. I feel like I bring up the Rifleman every time.
How about the Phillies are playing, Bill? Does she watch the Phillies with you?
Yeah, that's when me and Pop are in heaven. Get done work, sit down, just watch the Phillies.
Does she curse during the game?
Oh yeah, especially when Ruben Amara is announcing.
Far too much.
When Ruben's announcing, it's the best. They hate him.
They really do.
He could be making a good point. Pop's like, shut up.
Yeah, shut up, Ruben.
Actually, kind of good. I think Ruben actually gets kind of a hard time. But, the team did kind of fall apart, but he was trying.
Bill, I can tell you this now, Bill. We're not doing a Sixers podcast the rest of the year.
Oh, should we a little sidebar six? Should we do in memoriam the Sixers? Producer Di hit the in memoriam music.
I was gonna do the
Joel Embiid, like the Oscars. Joel Embiid's career.
10, 9, 8, 76ers.
Paul George.
Bill.
His stats are worse than Tobias Harris's last year. We downgraded.
Bill.
We downgraded.
Bill, maybe I should suit up.
Well, I think that Warriors A might be a better team than the Sixers. Legitimately.
Yeah, I think Warriors, they could be the Sixers.
They would definitely at least put up a fight.
Carmen, do you think Warriors A is going to win the title for the 15th straight year?
I don't know. How's this Avengers team? How are they?
They played them twice, and they beat them by 20 each time.
Wait, who won by 20?
Warriors.
Man, Warriors are tough now.
Let me tell you something, Carmen. Let me tell you something. There was the first game they played. They were up 66-30. They won 66-40 against the Avengers.
Wow.
Last time they played them, my friend said Avengers won. Then I asked my friend who works the scoreboard, and he said Warriors won by 20. My friend's like, Avengers were up by 3 at halftime, 16-13. And I said, Matt, you play 32 minutes of basketball.
Yeah, right.
I said,
You know how an NBA game goes.
I said the Avengers. It was only one half. You think the Warriors probably unloaded in the second half, dude?
Yeah, we could probably just came out and played hard second half and just rolled them.
And
the Avengers named after are the Avengers named after the superhero team?
but the problem is, and last year's funny because the Avengers.
That's a big question.
Last year's funny. The Avengers beat the Warriors last year in the regular season,
Did they really?
and they almost beat them in Wildwood. They lost in double overtime.
Oh wow.
So I don't know if the Warriors got better players or what happened, but this year they're faster than last year.
They come up big in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I said. They lost to every Division I team last year, and they just say it's playoff time. Let's play.
Hey.
Like, Warriors ain't even on the schedule. Avengers are playing Mercer Rebels for golds. I don't know if Warriors got moved again.
Or maybe just let them play like other teams, so it's just not them playing the whole time. All right.
When you play in Wildwood, do you play in that building that's like on the boardwalk?
Yeah,
You play at the convention center. You play at the pier.
Keep going.
Would you shut up for a minute so I can explain? Games are at the convention center. Games are at the pier. Games are at Wildwood High School, Wildwood Middle School.
Yeah, there's like 4 different spots on Wildwood where they play.
I wish it could have been cool to grow up in Wildwood. That must be a weird life.
Now you want to grow up in Wildwood. Well, let me explain something to you.
I'm getting philosophical. This isn't the best part, I'm telling you.
If it wasn't legal, I would.
You go to school in the winter and no one's there, and then summertime, there's a bajillion people there.
Yeah.
That must be strange.
Bill, wait till I make Wildwood, Bill. I'm playing my ass off this weekend, and I'm going to clinch.
Nice.
Is Curly Fries open at this point?
No.
Bill, if I need a sub, can I call over to you? Billy Blank, let's go. Suit up, man.
Suit up, baby.
And they would say, who's this? They would say, who's this out of shape, washed up man they're putting in? And I would say,
Wow. Watch them.
You know what is open that weekend, Bill? Gateway 26.
That's all we need.
There you go.
Deal or no
That's
deal.
all we need.
Bill, so you're saying I need to get the Wildwood?
John witnessed me get the second to most money you can get in Deal or No Deal.
So Bill,
I had to take the deal.
So Bill, what you're saying, and I'm gonna get this straight. You're saying from here on out, you're watching every one of my games.
Yes, I will be there. Or I'll make producer die FaceTime.
Bill, 9:00. Bill, you better be there. So that means leave your house at like 8:20.
I think it's gonna be, I'm gonna leave at 8. Play it safe because I got there. I think I was there like a little late last time.
Yeah, you had like right as the game was starting.
I was like, this is more confusing than I thought it would be. Oh boy.
All right, guys, that's it for the Bubcast. Any more things before I go?
I think it was a good one. It might be the best ever.
That one was great. That was the quickest hour of my life.
Thanks for joining me on the Bubcast. Don't forget to subscribe to Billy Showtime Corsetti at Billy Corsetti on YouTube. I'm out!